Elsewhere, Jigawa, Adamawa and Taraba are actually among the worst hit states by recent flood in the northeast, with at least 40 persons killed. But away from that, Governor of Adamawa State, Ahmadu Fintiri, has visited Shuwa and Kirchinga in Madagali Local Government to commiserate with victims of flood that affected 11 communities, displacing about 14,000 persons. Senior reporter Olabi Adenusi filed in the story.
The residents of Kirchinga, Duhu, Maiwandu, Jahili, Kokohu, Lumadu, Zahu, Pelum, Kwambula, Shirwaye and Shuwa farming communities in Madagali Local Government are still in shock over the devastation caused by flood waters. They stood and watched how their farmland and property were washed away by the flood. The situation has grounded both social and economic activities as the flood cuts off Shuwa Bridge linking Adamawa and Borno states. Houses, shops, boreholes and other valuables were not spared. However, Governor Fintiri visited the communities a few hours after his deputy and some delegations did same.
We are also here at Kirchinga Primary School, where we have some of the displaced people, and you can see that a lot of them are women and children.
After inspecting the levels of damage caused by the flood, Governor Fintiri described the situation as pathetic, assuring that government will continue to support victims with palliative care.
Sorry situation, very pathetic. As you can see, homes, thousands have washed away. Close to 14,000 individuals have gone into IDP within their community. And all I can say for now is that the government would deploy for palliatives and ensure that they remain safe.
He also reiterates the state government's commitment to building more bridges on the Madagali-Minchika Highway. The executive chairman, Madagali Local Government Council, Simon Shashi, says the state government has deployed relief materials to the victims.
We just have to thank His Excellency, the People's Governor. He has sent a lot of relief materials.
The head of operations, Yola Office of the National Emergency Management Agency, says 6 persons lost their lives while 10 sustained injuries. The victims of Madagali flood are desperately crying for help to put back their lives together.
Now, to provide relief to these states affected by flood, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edo, has announced that the federal government will provide a 3 billion naira flood relief fund to the state. Mr. Edo made this known during a courtesy visit to the governor of Kebbi State, Nasir Idris. Also present at the government house was the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, who mentioned that the federal government plans to invest in critical infrastructure to mitigate the impact of flooding in the country.
Recovered, and we also visited a very, very large 250,000 metric tons rice mill. The local economy supporting women's secondary rice millers. The National Economic Council has been proactive and has taken action in order to support all the states of the Federation and the FCT.
Our rice, and the rice that we are beating our chest that we are #1 rice farmers in Nigeria. So therefore, we want the federal government to come to the aid of Kebbi State so that the rice season planning is approaching.
Second part of the irrigation support will be in Kebbi. So, and as well as all other states, as well as other parts of the country. So I believe this will further provide support